Sharpen your aim and steady your hand. Welcome to Hawkeye, Marvel Rivals, where precision meets power. Join Clint Barton, the unmatched sharpshooter, in this thrilling adventure. Hawkeye, also known as Clint Barton, is one of the greatest marksmen alive. Despite his lack of superpowers, his unparalleled skills with a bow have earned him a spot alongside Earth's mightiest heroes. In Marvel Rivals, you'll experience his journey from a solo vigilante to a key member of the Avengers. Hawkeye's unique abilities make him a versatile and formidable hero. Piercing Arrow is one of Hawkeye's primary abilities in the Marvel Rivals game. This ability allows him to shoot a powerful arrow with an arc trajectory. The arrow can be charged for a minimum of 0.7 seconds to achieve maximum damage, which is reached after 0.9 seconds of charging. The damage ranges from 8 to 80, depending on the charge time. The projectile speed also varies, reaching a maximum of 180 meters per second after 0.9 seconds of charging. Piercing Arrow has unlimited ammo, meaning Hawkeye doesn't need to reload, and it can critically hit targets. While charging, Hawkeye's movement speed is slowed by 30%. This ability interacts directly with his passive, Archer's Focus, which increases the damage of his piercing arrows if the player keeps the aim reticle at the enemy for roughly a second before firing. This shot can eliminate most non-Vanguard characters in a single hit if it deals critical damage. Blast Arrow is one of Hawkeye's abilities in the Marvel Rivals game. This ability allows him to shoot 3 explosive arrows in a horizontal spread. Each projectile deals 20 damage on impact and generates a spell field that deals an additional 25 damage. The arrows have a projectile speed of 60 meters per second and a spread angle of 15 degrees. The ability has 3 charges and a cooldown of 0.5 seconds. While charging, Hawkeye's movement speed is slowed by 30%. This ability is particularly effective for dealing with groups of enemies and creating area of effect damage, making it a versatile tool in Hawkeye's arsenal. Hunter's Sight is Hawkeye's ultimate ability in the Marvel Rivals game. This ability allows him to temporarily create static afterimages of his enemies when they move. When Hawkeye shoots these afterimages, the damage is redirected to the corresponding characters. The ability lasts for 10 seconds and generates afterimages at intervals of 0.5 seconds, with each afterimage lasting for 3 seconds. Hunter's Sight has an energy cost of 3,700. This ability is particularly useful for tracking and damaging elusive enemies, making Hawkeye a formidable opponent on the battlefield. Crescent Slash is one of Hawkeye's abilities that allows him to unsheath a katana and slash forward, launching enemies hit into the air. The ability deals 40 damage and has a cooldown of 15 seconds. The maximum distance for the slash is 8 meters. Crescent Slash is particularly useful for close-range combat, allowing Hawkeye to control the battlefield and create opportunities for follow-up attacks. This ability enhances Hawkeye's versatility, making him effective in both ranged and melee combat scenarios. Hypersonic Arrow is one of Hawkeye's abilities that allows him to shoot a fast-firing projectile that deals damage and inflicts a 40% slow on enemies hit. If the arrow hits a flying enemy, it will knock them down to the ground. The ability deals 2 instances of damage to enemies in its path, with the first hit having a range of 3 meters in length, 3 meters in width, and 2.7 meters in height, and the second hit having a range of 3 meters in length, 5 meters in width, and 1.6 meters in height. Ronin Slash is one of Hawkeye's abilities in the Marvel Rivals game. This ability allows him to swing a wakizashi to strike frontal enemies, deflecting all incoming projectiles. The ability deals 35 damage and has a cooldown of 15 seconds. The maximum distance for the slash is 3 meters. Ronin Slash is particularly useful for close-range combat, allowing Hawkeye to deflect projectiles and deal damage simultaneously. This ability enhances Hawkeye's versatility, making him effective in both ranged and melee combat scenarios. Skyward Leap is one of Hawkeye's abilities that allows him to perform a double jump in the direction of movement, providing increased mobility and allowing him to reach higher ground or evade attacks. The cooldown for Skyward Leap is 6 seconds, making it a versatile tool for repositioning and gaining a strategic advantage on the battlefield. This ability enhances Hawkeye's agility and effectiveness in combat, allowing him to adapt to various situations and maintain an upper hand against his enemies. Archer's Focus is Hawkeye's passive ability in the Marvel Rivals game. This ability enhances the damage of his piercing arrows when he keeps the aim reticle on an enemy for roughly a second before firing. The damage increases up to a maximum of 70, achieved after 0.9 seconds of aiming. This ability allows Hawkeye to deal significant damage with his piercing arrows, making him a formidable long-range threat on the battlefield. The critical hit potential of Archer's Focus further amplifies its effectiveness, enabling Hawkeye to eliminate most non-Vanguard characters in a single hit if it deals critical damage. Super Sensory Vision is a team-up ability in the Marvel Rivals game that Hawkeye can use when paired with Black Widow. This ability allows Hawkeye to share his hunter's sight with Black Widow, enabling her to see and damage the afterimages of enemies. The ability lasts for 8 seconds and has a cooldown of 30 seconds. During this time, afterimages of enemies are generated at intervals of 0.5 seconds and last for 3 seconds each. However, the afterimages generated by this ability cannot be critically hit.
The Weaver.
Hawkeye Marvel Rivals isn't just about precision, it's about strategy, skill, and teamwork. With breathtaking visuals, an intense storyline, and endlessly replayable missions, this is the Hawkeye experience fans have been waiting for.
Just what the doctor ordered. Flash! Punch in the hole! Electronic spires? Oh, come on, man! Your powers are mine!
Disappear!
Sonic boom!
It's the grand finale!
We can get to the Budokan, no problem. Hack and slash! Force field! Nowhere to hide! Problem solved! Just what the doctor ordered. Got your back. Nowhere to hide! Woo! Never miss!
That's 3!
Can't dodge this one.
Now or never! Stop them!
Are you ready to take aim and join the fight? Grab your copy of Hawkeye Marvel Rivals today and become the ultimate sharpshooter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more gaming content. See you on the battlefield.